I think it's always a challenge in the United States to educate the American public and policymakers about the importance of staying engaged in the world. JINSA is dedicated to educating civilian and military decision makers in the United States about the importance of a strong U.S. national security. The cornerstone of a strong U.S. national security and defense posture is a strong U.S.-Israel security relationship.
We do what's good for the national security of the country.
One of the unique programs at JINSA is what we call our Generals and Admirals program.
It gives us the opportunity to bring some of our retired senior military people here who are able to explain to their counterparts the importance of Israel to our national security and defense.
It helps to be able to experience it firsthand and share those stories.
The access was just phenomenal.
We talked to the Prime Minister of Israel. It just really showed me how much Israel and the United States are very similar.
JINSA also takes retired U.S. generals and admirals to other countries, such as Jordan, Egypt, Greece, where we meet leaders in these countries to expand their and our knowledge of the region. The purpose is to further their education about the region and to engage them subsequently in important policy work. JINSA also has a Homeland Security program where we take senior U.S. law enforcement officers from the FBI and chiefs of police from large U.S. cities from across the country. We bring them to Israel where they learn Israeli counterterrorism methods.
Every year we've taken senior American law enforcement officials to Israel to help them get an understanding of how the Israelis, who are very, very experienced in counterterrorism, do that and learn those lessons and bring them home.
A new educational initiative that we have at JINSA is our U.S. Military Leadership Program. We bring rising and senior U.S. military officers to Israel, all of whom are on the trajectory of becoming admirals and generals. The organization for a long time has focused about educating Americans about the Middle East, but it also dawned on us that it's important to educate the Middle East about America. We started bringing IDF, Israeli military rising officers to the United States.
This is a great program to bring young IDF officers to try to understand America beyond the military.
Exposing them to American politics and politicians, it'll help them as they rise in the ranks, and it helps Americans too.
JINSA is a unique organization in Washington in that we offer both education programs and policy efforts. Our Gemunder Center for Defense and Strategy houses scholars and policy projects on Iran, the Eastern Mediterranean, Hezbollah, and other pressing U.S. national security issues in the Middle East.
JINSA brings together policy experts like myself to help formulate recommendations for U.S. policy.
Your scholars develop forward-looking policy recommendations to defend our nation and support allies like Israel, our key partner in the Middle East.
Mike is kind of a go-to guy on a lot of the things that deal with enhancing the relationship between the United States and Israel.
Without us having the intellectual ammunition, without us having those generals and those admirals supplied by JINSA, we wouldn't have that full force of support behind these positions.
Should Congress approve this deal or not?
The JCPOA will make the United States and its allies less secure and military confrontation with Iran and its proxies more likely.
The job of JINSA is to get the truth out. JINSA has a reputation of telling it like it is.
With your support, JINSA can continue its vital missions, such as building relationships with U.S. military and law enforcement officials, educating senior officials, and working to ensure a robust U.S.-Israel security relationship.
Israel is everything we want the entire Middle East to look like going forward. It is democratic and prosperous. It desires peace, and it is a home to a free press and a thriving free market economy.
During our dangerous times, we must ensure that the United States remains not only the greatest country in the world, but also the strongest.
A very important part of JINSA and our future will remain helping our men and women in uniform in need, engaging retired generals and admirals in national security issues so the country could benefit everything from what they've learned.